It's a stormy Halloween weekend in 2025, and 5 high school seniors, Ava, Lucas, Mia, Ethan, and Sophie, are chilling in Ava's basement in Raven's End. They're the perfect crew for spooky vibes. Ava's the cautious planner who overthinks everything. Lucas is the prankster always chasing a laugh. Mia is the thrill-seeking artist with a knack for spotting details. Ethan's the tech wizard who can hack anything. And Sophie's the history nerd obsessed with local legends. They're sprawled on couches, munching pizza and candy. Rain hammering the windows when Sophie pulls up an old thread on X about a Raven's End urban legend called The Caller. The post claims that if you dial 55550131 at exactly 1:11 a.m., a voice answers, whispering your future. But it always demands a heavy price. Ava calls it a creepy internet hoax, but Lucas, grinning like a kid, snatches her phone and dials the number as the clock hits 1:11. Thunder crashes. The TV flickers, casting eerie shadows. The line's silent, just faint static crackling. Then a low, guttural voice hisses, "Ava, run, it's already here." The call drops. The friends freeze, their laughter fading into uneasy silence. Ava's phone buzzes again. Same number, 5131. She ignores it, but it rings relentlessly, vibrating so hard it slides across the table. Ethan, ever the skeptic, grabs his laptop and checks the phone's signal, finding it's picking up a frequency that shouldn't exist, like it's tapping into a dead network. Lucas, still playing it cool, answers on speaker. The voice snarls, "You opened the door. It's coming for you all." The basement lights flicker and die, plunging them into pitch black. Cue shaky GoPro footage, flashlights sweeping the room frantically. Heavy footsteps thud upstairs, slow and deliberate, pacing the empty house. Ava whispers that her parents are at a conference out of town. No one else is home. Mia, clutching her sketchbook, notices her latest doodles, random sketches from art class, are morphing into jagged, glowing runes she didn't draw, pulsing faintly under her flashlight. Sophie, flipping through her notebook, gasps. The runes match symbols she's seen in old town records about a forgotten cult. Panicked, they shove a couch and a bookshelf against the basement door. Ethan sets up his portable EVP recorder, hoping to debunk the weirdness, but it captures a chilling whisper. Confess, or stay forever. The footsteps upstairs stop, replaced by scratching inside the walls, like claws carving through wood. Ava's phone glitches, showing a live feed of them in the basement, filmed from a high corner where no camera exists. In the feed, a tall, faceless shadow looms behind them, its edges flickering like TV static. Mia points to the walls, where the scratches are forming words. "Tell the truth, or it takes you." Sophie, trembling, says the runes resemble those used by the Order of the Silent Watch, a 19th century cult that believed confessions opened a gateway to a listener that judged souls. Desperate, they huddle together, searching X for answers. Lucas finds posts linking the caller to a rusted payphone in Raven's End Cemetery, disconnected in the 80s after a string of mysterious disappearances. One post mentions teens who dialed the number and vanished, their names scratched into the payphone booth. Sophie digs deeper, finding records of the cult's rituals in the cemetery, where they used confessions to summon a watcher that punished liars. The friends decide to escape, creeping upstairs. The house feels alive. Mirrors reflect empty rooms, clocks are frozen at 1:11, and the air's so cold their breath fogs. At the front door, Ava's phone rings again. The voice growls, "You invited me. You can't leave." The door's sealed shut, like it's welded to the frame. Ethan recalls a post saying the curse breaks if you end the call with a true confession. Ava, voice shaking, admits she cheated on a scholarship exam, a secret she's hidden for years. Mia confesses she ran away from home once, lying to her friends to cover it up. Lucas, eyes down, says he spread a cruel rumor about a friend to fit in. Ethan admits he hacked a teacher's computer to change his grades. Sophie, tears streaming, reveals she stole a rare book from the library, too ashamed to return it. The scratching stops. The phone goes silent. The door clicks open. They sprint to Lucas's car and peel out, hearts racing. The next morning, they head to Raven's End Cemetery to find answers. The payphone sits in a foggy corner, rusted and tangled in vines, its cord severed decades ago. Mia notices the runes from her sketchbook carved into the booth, ancient and weathered. Ethan scans with his tech gear and detects a faint, untraceable signal pulsing from the payphone, despite it being dead. Sophie uncovers more at the library. The cult's rituals involved a listener that could trap souls through confessions, and the payphone was built over their ritual site. The disappearances in the 80s were linked to teens who dialed the number and never returned, their names found scratched in the booth. They upload their footage to YouTube, and it goes viral. Millions of views, thousands of comments. I heard the caller too. That payphone's cursed. A user named Endwatcher DMs. You escaped. Most don't. Stay away from the cemetery. Weeks pass, but the friends can't shake the dread. Ava's phone takes random photos at night. Blurry shots of her sleeping, taken from impossible angles. Lucas hears static in his earbuds, even when they're off. Mia's sketchbook fills with new runes she doesn't remember drawing. Ethan's recorder catches whispers in his room. You didn't confess everything. Sophie finds her stolen book on her desk, open to a page with runes and a note. Tell the rest. Determined to end it, they research the cult's history. Sophie finds a ritual to close the door by returning to the payphone and burning offerings tied to their confessions. They gather items, Ava's exam notes, Mia's old bus ticket, Lucas's apology letter, Ethan's hacked code, and Sophie's stolen book, and return to the cemetery at dawn. The payphone's still there, but the air feels heavy, like it's watching. They burn the items in a small fire, chanting a phrase Sophie found. We confess, we release. Let the listener sleep. The flames flare unnaturally, shooting sparks into the sky. The payphone's receiver lifts slightly, then slams down. A low hum fills the air, then fades to silence. They think it's over, but strange things persist. Ava's phone buzzes with texts from 550131. I'm still here. You missed one. Her screen flickers, showing the faceless shadow in her backyard, closer each night. Lucas finds his car radio tuning to static, whispering his name. Mia's sketches start bleeding ink, forming maps to places she's never been. Ethan's laptop crashes, displaying code he didn't write, laced with the runes. Sophie dreams of the payphone, hearing a voice say, "One more truth." They meet again, shaken, and realize they each held back a deeper secret. Ava admits she lied about her family's financial struggles, too proud to ask for help. Mia confesses she saw a crime and didn't report it. Lucas reveals he abandoned a friend during a dangerous dare. Ethan admits he sold hacked data for cash. Sophie says she destroyed a family heirloom in anger. They return to the cemetery one last time, performing the ritual again with new offerings. Ava's old diary, Mia's witness statement, Lucas's dare journal, Ethan's cash stash, and Sophie's heirloom photo. The fire burns brighter, and the runes on the booth glow and then fade. The payphone's receiver trembles, then falls still. They feel a weight lift, but as they leave, Ava's phone buzzes with a final text. I'm satisfied. For now. They check the booth. The payphone's gone, leaving only a patch of scorched earth. Here, the story closes with Ava, Lucas, Mia, Ethan, and Sophie in Ava's basement, recording their first episode of Raven's End Mysteries, a podcast to explore more local legends. They vow never to dial 555-0131 again, but their phones occasionally glitch, showing unknown callers. The final shot lingers on the cemetery, fog swirling over the empty booth site as a faint dial tone hums in the distance, whispering, "Who's next?"